Good morning, Aquarius. Welcome to this general reading. It is a Sun, Moon, Rising reading for all Aquarians and cross-watchers, new viewers, new subscribers, for everybody really. But this is a reading for the sign of Aquarius in the main. Okay, let's see what's going on with you. If you like my videos, please feel free to contact me using the email in the description box below. It is my official email. Can't see it, just click the more button and we'll see where we're going. Getting a lot of moon energy around you at the moment, Aquarius. You're not in view. The view forward is not become clear yet with somebody. There is something long withstanding here that needs dealing with. Okay, I am kind of getting those concerns for other people involved in your life. You basically want to become financially independent, which you're more than capable of doing with a bit of planning. Okay, you're more than capable of looking after yourself. You're more than capable of looking after others. Wow. Here we go. What's going on with you? The situation. Well, you're making clear calls. The Judgment card is, there's a situation here where you're in relationships where you're beginning to come onto the same page with somebody here. It's been a long awaited result. It's not clear on the way forward yet because attitudes are changing. All right, I'm kind of getting a second chance at doing something, but there is a dawn here. It's like you can see light at the end of the tunnel. So there is news here that you've been waiting on. I'm kind of going off at a bit of a tangent here. Music is going to be very important. Perhaps a career in music, performing arts, something like that. Notoriety I'm getting. I'm getting here that your efforts, your training is paying off. All right. There is a solid opportunity here presenting itself. And what I mean by a solid opportunity is it's not just in the energy as above, it's now something that you can create. It's a question of, I'm getting at the moment, taking one step at a time. All right, there does seem a bit of nervousness around this. It would seem here that there's a challenge here. You're very, very busy with communication at the moment. This could be due to work. Okay, your private life, sorting family matters. You're trying to get your individuality here. All right, you're trying to create something new for yourself, a new environment. Okay, I'm getting for some of you working from home, setting up a new business, but not just setting up a new business, it's expansion on an old business as well. But I'm getting you want to put yourself in a much more calmer environment. For some of you, the environment you're working in especially is very, very noisy. Okay, you could be in a production factory or working with a lot of people, a noisy office. So it's not giving you time to rest. Okay, it would seem here that there's a lot of choices in your life coming in all at the same time. You are reserving judgment on a situation, Aquarius. You're not rushing into this. Recent past, you did struggle with a relationship here. Now, there's certain aspects about your life you don't want to give up. You might not want to give up your home. This person might want to live at a distance, which does produce as a challenge. You've been on the verge of giving up on something here, Aquarius, more than once. All right, I'm kind of getting there's been more of an understanding developed between you and somebody. Okay, it would seem here you are coming onto the same page with somebody, but getting mutual consent on a way forward is a bit difficult. Okay, because this is all about compromises. And, if you're dealing with a situation or even you refuse to compromise, then it's going to be a pretty much sticking point for you. Okay, you come to some conclusions in the distant past, Aquarius. Something you said or did set off a chain of events. There was communication here or an action took place and it got somebody thinking. It put somebody on the same level with you. They may not have admitted it straight away, but it got them thinking, on ways forward. They did resist to begin with, but you did have an impact here. because you've got the Strength card and the Ace of Cups. All right, but I'm kind of getting here that either you or this person was leading a lifestyle that couldn't be readily changed. It was more an habitual lifestyle, really, you know. But there's change here. And finally, there's some for your efforts here, Aquarius. You know, it's going to sound daft, but I'm picking up for one or two of you an effort not to put so much effort in. In other words, you've been trying to converse with somebody, they've been ignoring you, and the minute you kind of had the strength and the willpower to say, hang on a minute, I'm going to change this attitude, I'm going to stop communicating, I'm going to stand up for myself, I'm going to put myself in a strong position, okay, and that's when you get results. Yep. Well, at least in this case, anyway. Gives you success, notoriety. I'm picking up here work with notoriety. You're finally getting recognised for your efforts. I don't know, maybe you put a promo video out somewhere, you know, on social media, and there's people reacting to it. You're certainly getting attention. In relationships, some of you are getting more attention than you want. And this is for the singles of you. You maybe decided to join the dating site, okay, and you know, because nothing much has been happening in your love life relationship, now all of a sudden you're getting the attention, you're getting loads of messages, loads of invites all at once. I'm kind of getting some of you only did it on a whim, or I'm even picking up for one of you, somebody well, doing it as a bet, a friend dared you. Whatever that means to you, Aquarius. All right. But, you know, you're dealing with a person who's laying down conditions. Okay, for those of you in long-standing relationships, marriage or whatever, it's become very conditional here. So it does have restrictions. The near future, well, believing in yourself, Aquarius. The Empress, this is Taurus energy. The Judgment card is Scorpio energy. So in effect, Aquarius, there's an energy ending. There's you making a decision. There's something new coming in. One door closes, another one opens. Okay? But either way, you're Aquarius, you're leaving the past behind. You're making emotional decisions. There is somebody here who does want to form a relationship with you. And whether this is a new person or an ex coming back, the kind of energy is the same. You know, it's the pain from the past is now being resolved. The challenges before you are now dropping. Well, look at you go. Need I say more? It's your card. All those challenges are dropping away. Your attitude is very different. What you saw as very important 8 months ago is no longer 8, 9 months ago is no longer, well, it's not relevant, but you're moving on. You're making emotional choices. Maybe you're in a relationship that was too erratic. There was no commitment. You didn't know where you stood with this person. Okay, and you decided to, whoa, that's it. I'm going to start believing in myself. The way you communicate is being refined, Aquarius. I'm kind of getting that there's a situation changing here for you or an opportunity coming in, and it requires specific communication. It's not necessarily what you say, it's how you say it. But I'm picking up kind of a different way of saying something. This has great potential. Patience is the key. Well, what's in your environment or the person you're dealing with? Somebody who's been very supportive. Okay, Queen of Wands. I mean, they want to support you. Perhaps they're in a lifestyle, married, They might like their single life, but this person does not want to commit. Okay, they just want to have a great relationship with you. It's kind of like with no strings attached. It doesn't mean this person won't commit later on. What it means is for now, they're kind of not in the mood for anything serious. They want you in their life. They don't want to give you up. They don't want to lose the relationship. They don't also want to lose what they've got. Okay, this person is used to a lifestyle perhaps being on their own. They don't want to lose that. They don't want to lose their individuality. They're hoping that you can, understand that. Here we go, refined communication, something new here for your Aquarius. All right, Ace of Cups, this gives a potential, but I'm kind of getting for the time being, it would perhaps stay on a very strong friendship basis. There's a bit of pride here. You may dismiss this Aquarius because of pride. Be wary of pride, okay, whether this is you or the person you're dealing with. All right. I'm also seeing success in work. I'm seeing opportunities coming in. I'm seeing you getting very busy. I'm seeing you working in a much calmer environment. It's going to take patience to create this for yourself. It's not just going to drop in your lap. I mean, let's be realistic. You're not just going to wake up one morning working from home with $1 million in the bank or whatever, and everything's all going to be on. Of course, you're going to have to work for it. But what I'm saying here is, or what the cards are saying more to the point, is if you apply yourself and apply a little bit of patience instead of, trying to get results, be very quick, be very careful of whatever you're trying to create, of going for just quick results. This is playing the long game. Yeah, it's getting rid of the obstacles, knuckling down, applying. It would seem a lot of the challenges that you've been facing, as I say, they're becoming less and less. But there is a relationship here that does have the potential to take off big time, Aquarius. Could even be a working partnership of some kind. Could be a work relationship, and you could be living and working with this person, or working and having a relationship with this person. But either way, you're going to get your wish. The advice is just be you. Be natural. Do what comes natural to yourself. That's it for today. Take care.